Our two servers up and riding, Kade Matson and J.Marshall, both riding waves. We'll catch up on that pretty quick with Booted Evans, Flick and Keanu are sitting out of the booth. We've got in some Portuguese heavy hitters, Felipe Jervis, Chico Alves, and Felipe, another massive heat. They're all big heats, but both these guys.
And as we see his first wave, nice foam climb there, gets around it, nice click off the top there, nice carve again. So good combination of three maneuvers at the back. Then based on where he was paddling back out, I think he took this wave all the way in. So let's see if he can finish it off with a good turn here at the end as he weaves his way to the inside section, gets a bit of a float there, snap again, and he was able to actually do a couple more maneuvers here. So a long wave for Kade and a lot done on that wave. So I really enjoyed these first few turns where he generates a bit of speed. And this one, he flicks the tail out the back.
Wow. As we see the replay of the first couple of waves, nice floated by J.Marshall. Look at the quality of this wave, just top to bottom, no wind at all, nice carving. Just going back to the power source of the house, making sure he's gonna finish this one off on the inside, just waiting for the wave to wall up. Another nice carve by J.Marshall. Hits it on the top, a nice snap, and is out of there to get the priority. Very well. First couple of waves for the surfers, for both surfers, really well surfed. The conditions look pretty fun, Chico.
Yeah, looks really clean out there. When the waves come, they look really fun, actually. We have the right direction of the swell. So,
as you say, there's not a breath. I mean, there's a tiny breath of wind that just makes it feel really, really nice. So, yeah, we've got some sets. And we've got the prime tide, and we've got a surfer looking at his first wave. So this time, Jake goes on the first wave of the set, and Marshall, two turns out the back, driving down the line. He just does those lip line floaters, and there's a bit of fin release to show some variety. And then again, a bit of torque as well. And he's still got some sections. So this is one of those ones that hug the reef. And within 8 minutes, Jake's got two waves, and he's looking really smooth and on point. And there he goes again. And a final turn, so great surfing. He mentioned in one of the sort of in his post-heat interview that he hasn't had a great year, sort of way down the rankings, but his main goal is to win an event.
That wave looked like as clean as possible. First snap off the top, straight into a nice carving. Just getting that floater, and look at the speed. He's going to push it real strong on that one, just pushing that back foot straight into another snap, drifting the tail. And Jake just connecting the dots on that wave. Look at the wave. It felt like the wave was gonna finish around something here, and then out of nowhere, the wave just doubled up again. He went for the floater, got it on the section, nice snap again, and finished it off really strong. So very well surfed by J.Marshall. There's more Americans in there. There are Brazilian, and it's been not like that for the last couple of years, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, there's two Americans in the water right now, and one of them is J.Marshall, and he's elected to go this first wave of the set. Nice little lip line. You can tell by his body language that that one was going to pay out. Matson, he's saying, yes, I'm going to go. So big, strong, and he pulls out, gets back priority. So just has a little look, knew that he could pull out and still regain priority.
He's just being patient right now and waiting for the sets, and like that's kind of the only. Or here goes Jake on a wave, but yeah, that's like the only option is just kind of wait for a set. There's not really that many like in and under that you can kind of sneak away.
Have good talks, deep talks, whatever. Have good laughs, and I think that's you need to respect that, because you need to have times like this to have the balance in life.
Yeah, and okay, here goes Jake. So he's staying busy without priority. A few S turns, trying to improve on a 6. See Kade, oh, there's a nice little fin release. He's so smooth at the moment. He's in between turns, there's no jitters, and there's another one. And you can see Kade at the back just watching this intently, because this was under his grill, and he can improve on a 6. I mean, there's not much more he could have done on that wave. It was a smaller wave. It wasn't one of those bigger set waves that he got his 7.5 on. This one for Jake, it was just really on point, Philippe.
Yeah, the connection in between turns is so sharp, because you see Kade looking and maybe second-guessing himself a little bit in there, because when you look at the wave from behind, there's always spray coming out and all those turns and energy, and you almost feel like you should have gone on that one, but I think he's doing really well. I think Jake this wave really well. I don't think it's going to improve because of maybe the size of the wave, but as you can see, his board is looking really good. The connections in between turns, that flow, we've been talking about his flow since the beginning of the heat. It feels like he's catching waves that don't have that much of a load time on it, and he just keeps on going from rail to rail. Look at this, just pushing that back foot, drifting the tail a little bit, and the technique is absolutely perfect. Goes around the section, another off the top, just keeping the pressure to make sure he has speed to do turns like this on smaller waves.
And here we go. I think we're on here, guys. So exciting times. Matson leaves that one. That's another brave decision. And Jake says, well, I'm going to have to go this. Why wouldn't I? And so just hucks the fins out and falls down. He did the right decision. He thinks Kade, he's got to go this. He's got no choice. 24 seconds on the clock. It's a smaller wave. He's just going to hope it builds down the line, starts pumping along. This is his last throw at the dice in this heat. Nice speed climb. Now it starts to reach out a little bit. And there's a carving turn. And there's another one. So staying busy. Not quite the power of his first wave, but now he starts to wind up. He's got that real solid arm movement, that back arm cocks, and there's another top wave, and he just keeps plugging away. There's another one. So he's made the judges think about this, and the San Clemente crew are going to go nuts no matter what, and he finishes it off, and he likes it. You can see the emotion. You can see what it meant, because that was with 20 seconds to go. So he likes it. I'll get you to talk us through, Philippe, because this is a big one.
I'm going to be super critical. He did really well, but I think he mistimed this section on the outside. He kind of ran away from the wave, and obviously he got the connection right here. The inside was really well served. I think on the outside he could have taken advantage of those bigger turns, but yeah, you know what? It's going to be another clutch moment, another finishing wave right on the end, and he's going to finish this one off.
I mean, there was a lot of dots on that wave, wasn't there?
Really good.
There was a lot of dots. Chico, did he connect them enough? And he's, you know, the disappointment is writ large on his face, and he's just taking some deep breaths. A lot of pats on the backs, a lot of support, a lot of guys going, mate, don't worry about that. Wash it off. That's why Griffin's experience is key. But you got to process it yourself. No one else can, and he's doing that right now.